Hey guys, we're gonna do some yoga today. We're gonna do a just real short yoga flow, kind of an anytime, anywhere. A great post-workout. We're gonna really get the hips open, get the spine moving, and just great thing we can do at home, post-workout in the gym, really anytime, anywhere situation. Jesse's gonna be here to take us through this, so let's just jump right into it. All right, we're gonna start off with child's pose. A little bit different from some other child's poses. We're gonna see some differences throughout this. But we're gonna toes together, knees apart, giving the torso a place to go. And we're gonna make fists, put the thumbs up in the air, keep the forehead and the elbows off the mat. We're doing this so we can get a better stretch in the lats, as well as getting that lower back opened up. Our goal here is to really, as we breathe, to open up the distance between the hands and the hips. So every exhale should twist a little bit deeper. All right, so we're going to transition here pretty quickly. We're gonna hold these for 30 seconds. Next one's gonna be a downward dog. So go ahead and flatten your hands, curl your toes under, and push backwards into downward dog. I like to start downward dog with a bent knee so we can flatten the shoulders down and then straighten the knees out from there. Again, we're holding each of these poses for 30 seconds. You can take them 45 seconds, a minute, up to 90 seconds at a time, however long you wanna spend doing your yoga today. We're gonna slide into upward dog here. So nice upward facing dog. I like this pose with straight elbows, shoulders back, chest pushed towards the air. And notice that the pelvis is off the mat, and that allows gravity to really bring the pelvis towards the ground, stretching out those hip flexors that we get tightened up from sitting all the time. Again, big deep breaths, and every exhale just takes us deeper and deeper into these poses. All right, we're gonna push backwards, back into downward dog, holding this, and we're gonna take this moment just to find our right leg. We get confused right and left a lot of times while we're doing this. We're just take a moment and make sure we know where our right leg is. And we're gonna lift that right leg up off the ground. Bring that right knee in between the hands, and we're gonna set up into a modified pigeon. A little bit different from a normal pigeon. We're gonna set the left thigh inside the arch of the right foot here. I do this so we can get a little better hip stretch, and we don't take a lot of torsional pressure on the knee. I'm gonna walk the hands back and sit up into a really nice tall pigeon. Now, our goal here is to have equal weight on each hip. It's easy to get heavy on the right hip here. I want us to have equal pressure on both hips so that we're getting that right right glute complex stretched out, but also the left hip flexors at the same time. So our next pose just changes from here a little bit. We're gonna reach back with our left hand and grab that left foot and stretch that quad. Balance gets a little tricky right here, so you might wanna move that right hand in front of the knee or even inside the knee if you're having some balance issues there. Find out what's best for you. Now again, this is really easy to get heavy on your right hip in this position, so we don't wanna do that. Have equal weight on each of your hips, and just let the weight of your body just press into the ground and open up all this tight stuff in your hips here. Go ahead and gently release that left hand, that left foot, and walk your hands forward, putting your forehead all the way down on the mat. Now this is the lowest position we do. I love this. We're gonna really just breathe deep and sink down and just try to flatten ourselves in this. Just get pancake flat during this. Big deep breaths, letting it all go. Take your time with this one. This is one of the most important ones. Go ahead and walk your hands back up, and we're gonna go into a twisted pigeon, also known as a pretzel. So lean over on your right hip, throw your left leg all the way around, putting the left foot on the outside of the right knee, and now put the right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Put the left hand back behind you, inhale, sit up tall, exhale, twist, and look over your left shoulder. Now I love getting this rotation in here. Every inhale should sit you a little bit taller, and every exhale should twist you a little bit deeper. We have to move in the transverse plane. This is one of the movements that we lose so quickly as we age, so we don't wanna lose that. Go ahead and gently unwind that, and we're gonna push back into downward dog. So throw that left leg back behind, push back into downward dog. I like to take this moment and go ahead and walk that dog. Get those calves nice and loose. And while we're doing this, we wanna make sure, let's go ahead and find our left leg. We've been doing a lot of right leg stuff. Let's find our left leg and go ahead and lift that left leg up in the air. And we're gonna do this entire sequence on the left side. Bringing the left knee in between the hands. Setting the right thigh inside the arch of the left foot. Walking the hands back, sitting up nice and tall. Big deep breaths, big inhale, big exhale. Equal weight on each hip. Don't get heavy on the left hip here. Stay focused on keeping this equal. Those right hip flexors are probably really tight, and let them stretch out here. All right, we're gonna move into our quad pigeon. So reach back with that right hand and grab the right foot. Most of us are gonna find this quad pretty tight, but we want it as much as we possibly can. Try to get that heel towards the glute. If we can get it to touch, that's awesome. If we can't, that's fine too. Don't hurt yourself or fall over in the process. It's something we can really work towards. Keep breathing, let all of this relax, and go ahead and gently release that foot. Walk your hands forward, all the way into our nice low pigeon. Keep getting that forehead on the mat. And again, this is the one where we really want to just flatten out. Take your big deep breaths. Don't get heavy on the left hip. Let all of this come down. This is the most relaxing pose we have, and probably one of the most important as well. All right, we're going to set up that twist, so go ahead and walk your hands back. Lean over on the left hip. Throw the right foot all the way around, putting the right foot on the outside of the left knee and the left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, twist and look over the right shoulder. I love this position. You can see from this angle, she's got a great rotation in that thoracic spine. And let's make sure we take that twist even deeper. Big inhale, sit you up. Big exhale, twist you deeper. Love this pose. All right, we're going to gently unwind this one, and we're going to stay facing forward on the mat, and we're going to go into our butterfly position. So feet go together, and then slide the heels as close to the hips as you can get them. We're going to inhale, sit up, and exhale, actively press the knees towards the ground. Now, most of us won't see our knees as close to the ground as Jessie is getting us, but we're pretty proud of that. So she's doing really, really well here. All right, we're gonna hold this for about 30 seconds, then we're gonna release it, slide those feet slightly forward. It's a little bit different here. We're gonna reach under the ankles, grab the tops of the feet. Inhale, sit up, and exhale, we're gonna pull forward whilst keeping the spine completely neutral. Don't let the spine round at all. This stretch is actually in the hips. You should feel your femurs start to pull away from your pelvis just a little bit here. If you're feeling this in the lower back, we're rounded too much. This should just be a hip stretch. Big deep breath. Let that spine stay completely neutral and feel that tension in your hips opening up. Go ahead and sit up, gently relax, and we are done. Guys, this is a great sequence that we can do. Hits all of our big ticket stuff. Not a full yoga program. We could definitely spend an hour doing a full yoga program, but we can get this done as quickly as we need to. We can do it, take a minute per pose, get it done in about 15 minutes. We can hold it for 2 breaths in a pose and get it done in 5 minutes if we need to. Whatever we need to do, great sequence to put this in your arsenal to get yourself stretched out anytime, anywhere. Thanks a lot. You guys have a great day.